Hi everybody. I have notes right here. Sorry. The disease, or illness that I picked to speak about is breast cancer, and it's kind of close to my heart because my grandma suffered from breast cancer, and each one of her sisters did as well. So it runs in my family. Highly runs in my family. So I just want to spread education and awareness over this issue. It's pretty common in the United States. So your risk factors for breast cancer is age. Women over 50 are more likely to get breast cancer. Women, again, are more likely than men, but men can get breast cancer. I know a lot of people don't see that as a possibility, but men have breasts just like women, and they can get cancer in their breasts too. Genetic factor, genetic makeup can definitely be a risk factor. I read that dense breasts also play a part in breast cancer, so that was interesting. And then previous history I also found out, which doesn't surprise me. Previous history, such as family history. If it runs in your family, you do have a higher chance of getting breast cancer. Sorry guys, my hair's a mess. And women who took DES, which is a medication that you take like after you've had a miscarriage, and this was very common through the 40s to the 70s, and they've linked that to possibly breast cancer. And there are certain things that you can do to identify breast cancer, or even maybe minimize the risk of getting it. Keeping physical activity, maintaining a proper body weight, and eating healthier definitely helps with prevention. Also, doing monthly self-breast examinations. For women, you should do those 5 to 7 days after your menstrual cycle has started, so that your breasts aren't as tender, and you can do it in the shower, standing or lying down. I have read that it's preferred in the shower so that you're relaxed and it's easier to fill your breast with the warm water. It's very easy to do. You use the pads of your fingers right here, and I don't want to show you on my breast, and you cup your breast and you just go around and fill your breast in a circular motion. And you also do it under here in your armpit area as well. And if you feel any lumps, you definitely need to contact your doctor. And if they do start changing, you need to report that immediately. And they can also do an x-ray or scan of your breast as well to determine if you do have breast cancer or not. And also, the protocol for breast cancer most of the time is surgery followed by chemo and radiation. Sometimes you just get a lumpectomy, which is the removal of the lumps, and sometimes you have to get your full breast removed, which is a mastectomy. And some women just choose to remove both breasts, even if it is localized in one, just as a preventative cause. And I've also read that some women that have a high risk factor for getting breast cancer have chosen to have a mastectomy before they ever get breast cancer, just as a preventative cause. And that is normally people with money, because insurance is not going to cover a mastectomy unless you have actual breast cancer. And chemo and radiation just depends on your stage of cancer and what kind of breast cancer it is as well. And I also read that the medical implications that could occur is that you could have relapse even after you have successfully got rid of the cancer. It could metastasize to other organs, which is actually what happened to my grandmother. She fought breast cancer for a few years and beat it. She did have a mastectomy, but a year later, after she beat breast cancer, she got brain cancer. So my theory is that it metastasized, they didn't catch it in time, and eventually she did pass away from the brain cancer. You could also get infection from the surgery if you're not taking care of the site properly, which would not help since you already have cancer and are probably undergoing chemotherapy and radiation, and that does kill your that does kill your immune system, so it'd be really hard to fight off an infection. And I also read that after the age of 20, you should be getting a breast exam at the doctor every 3 years, and after the age of 40, you need to do it once yearly. Now, I know that there are lots of places where you can get a free breast exam at least every year. I know in Topeka they do it, and I believe they do it at Newman's as well in Emporia. And I also read that if it runs in your family, no matter what age you are, you need to get it done every year. So somebody like me, I should be having it done every year. And also, I read that the first person who usually notices it is you. So doing those monthly breast examinations is very, very important. So this is just what I wanted to talk about, because I think that as a woman, I should be educating other women and even men about breast cancer, because it is a very prominent cancer in the United States, and with early detection and treatment, there is a high success rate. But anyways, thank you for listening, and everybody, I hope you have a good day.